What's the number one trap that people fall into when looking to buy a property? I'll just wait for the property market to crash before I buy. So here's why that thinking could be costing you from a broker that has nearly had 25 years experience. So waiting sounds safe, but the data actually tells us a different story. So over the last 40 years, Australian property has only gone backwards 6 times, and only one of them has been by over 5%. So most of the time, property doesn't actually crash the way that people would expect. So yes, we do have some ups and downs, but over time, property actually does trend upwards. So short-term dips do exist, but it's a long-term direction that really matters. Some of our biggest growth years actually happened when things were the most uncertain. Example, in 1988, prices increased by an average of 31% and interest rates were around that 15% mark. 2021, our prices increased on an average of 24% and we had a national pandemic. Not exactly perfect conditions for buying, but maybe the market doesn't wait for perfect conditions to increase in value. So the I'll wait and see strategy may not be the best strategy. Prices could keep moving while you wait, your borrowing capacity could change, and the amount of deposit you need could also change. So suddenly you're chasing the market instead of entering. So over the last 25 years, Australian property in major capital cities has grown by over 400%. So that doesn't mean that property only goes up. So what it does show is growth in the market can happen when you're not expecting it. Timing can be very, very difficult, and long-term thinking matters more than perfect timing. So the goal isn't to time a crash, but it is to understand what you can afford and understand when it makes sense for you to get into the market. Because most people don't actually realize what's possible until they actually look at their figures. So if you'd like to understand your position, just DM start and we'll book a time and see what's possible.